Welcome to the RCC podcast by Richard's Commerce Classes. In this session, we will learn all about commerce and business. All human activities can be classified as economic and non-economic activities. The economic activities are further subdivided as business, profession and employment. Non-economic activities are those human activities which are performed to satisfy personal, social, religious, cultural and sentimental requirement without monetary expectations. Example: reading books for pleasure. Activities that involve production, distribution and consumption of goods and services for money or money's worth at all levels within a society is called economic activity. For example, worker working in a factory. Thus, economic activities facilitate earning livelihood. Part 1. Business. Business involves production and distribution of goods and services in the market. Definition of business according to Professor Haney: business activities are all those human activities which are directed towards the production and processing of wealth. Characteristics or features of business. 1. Economic activity. 2. Two parties. 3. Profit motive. 4. Production of goods and services. 5. Dealings in goods and services. 6. Distribution of goods and services. 7. Continuity. 8. Uncertain return. 9. Risk. 10. Satisfaction of consumers. Let's move on to Part B. Profession. Profession is that part of economic activity under which a person uses his knowledge and special skill to render service by charging some fees. Examples: chartered accountants, doctors, lawyers. Features of profession. 1. Aim. Every profession is practiced for earning money. Also, they render services to their clients and solve their problems. 2. Qualifications. A profession can be practiced only after acquiring required qualifications. This knowledge has to be acquired only by systematic and formal training. 3. Monetary returns. Professionals get fees in exchange of their services. 4. Capital. Independent practicing professional requires huge capital for setting his practice. It differs from profession to profession. 5. Requirement of registration. Some professions have a council which regulates the activities of professionals. These professionals have to register themselves with their respective council and get certificate of practice. 6. Non-transferability. Profession cannot be transferred to other person. 7. Nature of work. Professionals charge fees in exchange of expert services. Part C. Employment. In this, one person appoints another person to complete the job as per his terms and conditions. Features of employment. 1. Aim. The main aim is to earn money for meeting needs of the employees and employers. 2. Qualifications. Each job requires some qualification. Skilled or unskilled labor is required as per the nature of the job. 3. Monetary returns. Wages or salaries is given as a financial return to employee after completion of work. 4. Capital. No capital is required for employment because employer invests and provides everything to the employee for completing the job. 5. Registration. No registration is required. Every employee has to follow the rules and regulations mentioned in the terms and conditions of employment contract. 6. Non-transferability. Employment cannot be transferred from one person to another. 7. Nature of work. Every employee is expected to complete the work which is given to him. The nature of job decides the nature. Business objectives. The following are the objectives of business. 1. Earning profits. 2. Creation of customers. 3. Innovations. 4. Supplying quality products. 5. Avoiding unfair trade practices. 6. Employment generation. 7. Welfare of employees. 8. Help to solve social problems. 9. Best possible use of resources. 10. Contributing to the welfare of society. Role of profit in business. The following points indicate the role of profit in business. 1. Returns to investors. 2. Research and development, R&D. 3. Growth and expansion. 4. Increase efficiency. 5. Means of livelihood. 6. Goodwill. 7. Reward for risk-taking. And 8. Survival of business. Classification of business activities. Part A. Industry and Part B. Commerce. Industries are of three types: primary, secondary, and tertiary or service industry. Primary industry is an industry dependent on nature, further classified as agriculture, extractive and genetic. Secondary industry convert the raw material provided by the primary industry into usable finished products. They are subdivided as manufacturing and construction. Tertiary or service industry provide services to primary and secondary industries. Moving on to Part B, commerce, which involves distribution of goods and services. It is further classified as follows. Trade, that is, actual buying and selling of goods and services. This can be divided into two parts. Internal trade or home trade. It involves buying and selling of goods and services within the country. And external trade or foreign trade. The trade that takes place between buyer and seller of two different countries. External trade is further classified as import, export and interport or re-export. The last part of the topic is auxiliaries to trade. These are supporting activities helping smooth functioning of trading activities. They remove obstacles or difficulties to trade. 1. Transport. 2. Warehousing. 3. Insurance. 4. Bank. 5. Advertising. 6. Mercantile agents. And 7. Communication.